Recently, I was invited to a housewarming party and wanted to make a thoughtful, useful gift that would also commemorate their old home, seeing as they're big gardeners. First, I headed to the home improvement store where I picked up a bag of instant patching cement. You can use most any type of patching cement or also cement all. Both are perfect. Back over at my gardening friend's house, I went around the yard and clipped leaves off of various plants that I know are favorites of theirs. Grab some pieces of very smooth scrap wood, or even disposable plastic plates will work here too. As well, a few pieces of wax paper make this very easy in a bit. Put on a mask and open the bag of concrete patch carefully. Get a bucket and some cool water, plus some disposable gloves and maybe a mixing stick. Lay a piece of wax paper over your smooth piece of scrapped wood and set a leaf atop. Next, you'll flatten the ball like you would a hamburger patty. You can make these as thick or as relatively thin as you like, irregular shapes, or work the mix into a smoother circle or a square. Just remember, things like cracks, divots, or even fingerprints will remain in the finished coaster, so get your concrete patty nicely smooth. Do work quickly though, as the concrete patch does start to set up fast. Press the concrete patty over the leaf, set a piece of wax paper over it, then press down with another smooth piece of scrap wood or a plastic plate. Go back and shape as needed. Give it a few minutes to start setting up further, flip it over, and gently remove the leaf. How easy, right? Go ahead and make the rest following the same method and set them aside to set up overnight. Once they're thoroughly set up, you can work on finishing them any way you'd like, or if you prefer, just leave them as is. You can use acrylic paints thinned with water and brush the paint into the leaf impressions. You can also use colored wax to buff on, such as these colorful ones, or even rub and buff. 2, you can use markers to highlight the leaf impressions or to darken them up. How you finish these is up to you, so tap your creative juices and let loose. To finish these, you can spray with a spray sealer, such as a matte finish, a lacquer, or even paste wax. This seals in your decorative work, as well as helps make the concrete more water resistant. Be sure to add some little cork stickers or some cabinet bumpers or other non-slip bits underneath to protect surfaces and keep them from sliding around. These fossil coasters turned out really well, and I am very excited to give these to my friends. No doubt they'll appreciate how useful they are, plus love that their favorite plants are also fossilized memories to keep with them always.
To get started, you'll need a few simple craft supplies from the craft store: blank coasters, a clear top coat spray, and water slide decal paper. Then you're going to spray the paper with 3 coats of clear top coat. I'm using my Cricut machine to cut these out. Next, we'll cut out the designs. You can do this by hand, but a Cricut machine will really speed things up, especially for more intricate designs. And now for the fun part, the water slide technique. Submerge the decals in water for 30 to 60 seconds. Try to smooth it out so the edges don't curl up quite so much while it soaks. Now add a little water onto your coaster to make sure the surface is wet, and then gently position the decal on top. Hold the design steady and carefully slide the white backing out from under it. Smooth out any air bubbles with a paper towel and make sure the edges are nice and flat, and now you have a cool design on your coaster. Once your decal is in place, let those coasters dry completely. I recommend laying them upside down and putting some sort of weight on top to help everything adhere. Once they're dry, you can bake ceramic coasters in a 110-degree Fahrenheit oven for 10 to 15 minutes to cure the design. I finish these off by sealing them with a clear top coat and letting everything dry before using. And there you have it, designer-inspired coasters that are as beautiful as they are functional. With just a little creativity and some water slide magic, you can create your own unique coasters.
Go to your local thrift shop and find some teacups. Scoop 8 cups of plaster of Paris into a container. You will need 4 cups of cool water to mix with your plaster. You can also use Quikrete for this craft as an alternative. Pour the water into your container. You can see as I mix that a fine powder gets into the air. That is why I am definitely doing this outside. If I did this craft inside, there would be such a huge mess to go and clean up. After it is fully mixed, go and fill sandwich bags halfway. To get out air, press the bag down and allow a small amount of plaster to come out before you zip it. Place a mug into the center. If you notice that your mug moves around and really isn't indenting into the bag, you need to go and weigh it down. Use some rocks to do so. Continue to place your cups, and as you place them and center them, go and fill them with rocks to weigh it down. Again, I'm also doing this outside because this plaster is so messy and so would Quikrete be. Plaster sets pretty fast, so does Quikrete, so about 2 hours later, these were fully set. Once they are set, remove the plastic bag. We are not saving the bags, so you can tear them off, but do make sure to recycle them. Brush off any extra plaster as you remove them. If you have holes, and you probably will, fill them with more plaster. Make sure to wear gloves when you fill these holes. To smooth the plaster out, use a small amount of water. Let these fully dry. It will take a few days. Now we're going to spray paint our plaster and also some of the mugs. This mug I am leaving black, but painting the pillow black. This pillow I am painting gold, and also the same with the mug. Make sure to get the back as well. After the spray paint is fully dry and not tacky, you can go and use these mugs and pillows as decorations outside. Keep in mind, Quikrete will hold up better outside. You can also use these as bird feeders as long as the mug isn't spray painted. The pillow can be, though. You can also use these as decorations inside or as a coaster, and you can also drink out of the cups as long as they are unpainted.
Do you love burning jar candles, but don't know what to do with the wood lid? First, remove any type of suction ring. Spray paint a wood candle jar lid with white spray paint and let it dry completely. Once dry, flip the lid over and place it on top of a paper napkin with a colorful decorative pattern. Trace around the perimeter of the jar lid with a pencil and then cut out the circle from the paper napkin. Next, separate the layers of the napkin. You will be using only the top patterned layer. Brush a layer of decoupage glue onto the top of your painted and dry wood jar lid. Brush another layer of decoupage glue over the top of the napkin. Try to brush the glue in the same direction for an even application. Let the lid dry completely, and now you are ready to use the coaster on an everyday basis or when you are entertaining. Spray paint the lid in a favorite color. Once the painted jar lid is completely dry, wipe off the top surface with some rubbing alcohol and let it air dry. Hop online and order a monogram sticker with your own initials. Follow the directions for your particular sticker. However, most transfer stickers do work the same way. Place the monogram face down on the candle jar lid and rub multiple times over the top of the sticker with the credit card edge. Keep your personalized candle jar lid coaster in the kitchen, in your office, or by your favorite chair for your favorite beverage. I hope this inspired you to upcycle your wooden candle jar lids into colorful, personalized drink coasters.